Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot. Hopefully that doesn't glare too much. On the side here is who created it. Messi Milano. I mess it up every time. Philodoro, artwork by David. I think that's why the E's at the end. Corsi. I am definitely butchering this, I know. Very bad with names. But I want you to be able to find the creators in case you like this deck. So there's that information. Supportive Oracle cards. Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Illustrated by Gretchen. I'm trying to say Gretchen's last name. I know I'm butchering it, but Raish Baskin. Again, I want you to be able to see the spelling of these creators, so that way if you want to find more stuff they've done, you can find more stuff they've done. Cool? Cool. I usually wouldn't try to say her last name because I'm like, I'm going to butcher that. Even when I look it up and I write it down, sooner or later I'm going to butcher it anyway, so do my best with it, you know? What do you got for... Okay. This deck is very pointed, so let's see where it goes. There's something in the environment that's starting this off. Miracle with the back of the Six of Pentacles. Somebody feels like they've given too much, and they're stepping out. That's the first thing I'm getting. They're looking at where they've been, how they've given to a situation, and they're done. That's the first thing I'm getting. Somebody's stepping out. Done. I'm done. I'm leaving. When you see this happen, though, this is not bad for you. This is not bad for you. You got Destiny, Instinct, and the back of the Four of Wands. Here's the front of it, in case you want to see it. There's the back. This is almost like a dark blessing. A dark blessing is like it doesn't seem favorable at first, but it works out in your favor. One of those things. Somebody's leaving. They're going, but it's opening a new door. It's kind of like this was a challenge for you. Or you didn't realize what a challenge it really was, and when this energy moves out of your way, things are going to get more into your control is what I'm getting. Things have to be changed a bit here. Again, when I'm getting that dark blessing, at first you may not see it as a good thing. As you keep going forward, though, I do think it's going to actually benefit you quite greatly. Maybe unexpected. Depends how you're viewing the situation, to be fair. Because when it first happens, other people get a little bit crazy. Gossip happens. The Magician reversed. Is it reversed or upside? Yeah. Upside down, reversed. People are just getting a little out of hand, and they're trying to do things the way they want to do. There's a little bit of bedlam going on here is what I'm getting. And when this is happening, I feel like you're watching this happen at first. And you're kind of like, all right, what's the deal? People have ideas about what they think should be happening and how they feel it should go. Perfection with the back of the Ten of Pentacles. Nope, Ten of Wands. So there's the front side. You got the back. But things like this stress is good, is what I'm getting. Because I feel like you get to see what's this soup really made of? What's this situation really composed of? What really put this building together? What type of, what's behind the paint? You know, is this a sheetrock? Is this other stuff? Whatever other stuff there would be. You know what I'm saying? What's behind this? Like my brain just went, I'm seeing it. It's like plaster. There we go. Finally got there. I don't know. They probably look completely different anyway. But anyway, not a builder. What's this made of? What's it really coming to? People are showing their true colors. People are showing their true colors. And you're like, oh, what? Like, what? What are you doing over there? This is getting a little crazy. People are showing their true colors. The Four of Pentacles with the trickery, it depends how you feel about it. Because you might be like, well, let's see how far that really goes. And you might play into it just to see how deep this behavior is. This is unbinding you from certain people. Kind of like, you know what? I was kind of okay with that person. But the more I see who they really are, I think for a lot of you, the trickery is kind of like, I'm seeing like who they were showing themselves to be versus who they actually are. It's kind of like that was a mask. Like that was not who they were. It's kind of like when somebody wears a lot of makeup and when they take that makeup off, they almost look like a completely different person. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. You had a lot going on here trying to portray yourself in one certain light, but now when the chips are down and things are a little bit more free, we're seeing a completely different person here. And you're like, I'm not feeling like I need to be loyal to that. I'm not loyal to that type of energy. No, I don't owe you anything if that's who you are. No. You're seeing it. Like, you might have to do some of your own research to be like, all right, I'll let this play along just so far, and maybe I'll play naive to it, maybe if I feel the necessary just to see how far it goes. But I want to see what's really going on here, and you're just finding out who's really not good. And maybe you didn't see it before, or maybe you weren't really sure before, but it's kind of like, ooh, that was not, I didn't think that was there. I'm getting, you're kind of like, oh, I didn't think that was there. Maybe you didn't think they were the best person on the planet, but I didn't think they were that bad. I'm thinking it might be one of those things. This situation, whatever's going on, somebody stepped away. Okay, that's fine. There's going to be somebody else who takes the place of this person sooner or later. Now, it could be a while. I don't know. It depends on what you're dealing with. Sooner or later, there will be a replacement, is what I'm getting. Sooner or later. When this replacement comes in, the people playing their games, whatever those games were, that's going to be an immediate fail for them. I'm getting that. Somebody steps in. New person steps in. Immediate fail for those people who showed their true colors. And I'm getting like the back of the... I think this is the page, quite frankly. There's the front of it, just in case you want to see it. Either way, this is somebody looking out in the world and kind of like, what am I going to do? And just kind of... You're keeping in motion, but what I'm getting with that... Because this looks like a phoenix rising, but when it's reversed, I'm getting kind of like, you know what, we're not going to play that game again. Because you're seeing people return to how they were before everything went into bedlam, and you're kind of like, oh, no, we're not returning to what that was. You're not going to cozy up to me again. I've seen who you were. And now that you're not allowed to play these funny little games, I'm not gonna get back into that situation with you. Nope. You're blocking them. You're like, no, you're not welcome here anymore, crazy person who showed their true colors. No, you're not welcome here anymore. And you're not even making any bones about it. Like, oh, no. Remember when you were doing all those stupid things and being a jerk? Go back to doing that, because I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I don't have any time for that. Nope. You're holding the line. This is actually a blessing, is what I'm getting, because... Again, it may be like maybe you didn't think this person was the best person on the planet, but you didn't think they were that bad. That might be a big thing of it. And I'm getting like, this seems to be changing the landscape. Kind of like you got the back of the Seven of Wands, and you have the Eight of Cups. That's just how that normally looks. This is the back of it, just in case you want to see it, but this is the front. You're not even arguing about it. Like, they might want to think that they're going to get back in your good graces, and you're just kind of, like, ignoring it. You went numb to it. It's done. It's done. You saw it. You're done. You're done. They seem to play this card, like, you know, oh, we had such good times. How could you, like, don't you want to go back to the way it was? Like, why are you just throwing this away? And I feel like you're not even, I don't even feel like you're responding to it. I don't think you're acknowledging it. Kind of like, yeah, no. Now that I see you for who you are, I don't think those times were that good. So, no. There's somebody you're clearing out of your life. This is really good, is what I'm getting. Now, the renewal coming in is like something else is coming in to replace this. And I get the Seven of Swords. That person who got cut out of your life seems to be watching. I feel like this, when somebody else comes into your life, seems to be replacing this energy that left. That one who was, you said, we're done, seems to be trying to cozy up through that new person, something like that. That person, I feel like what they're saying is that person's going to try to find another way in. They're going to try to sneak around the defenses, if you will. You're going to shut that down. I feel like sooner is better than later. Because I feel like what's happening is this person's trying to sneak around the perimeter and kind of get past you and get back into the group, whatever that may be. They may be trying to get back in the group. You might want to like call that out sooner rather than later. I feel like it's one of those things where like I don't want to be a troublemaker, so I'm not looking to, you know, tell the new people watch out for so and so because they're a jerk. I don't want to be that one. But in the same token, it's kind of like if they're trying to be sneaky and kind of sneak their way back into the good graces of everybody and become a problem again, maybe it's better to kind of like say, hey, you know what, you make your own decisions about how you feel about people, but I'm just letting you know when it comes to that person, this is what I've experienced with them, and I'm not into like hanging out with that. So if you want to do that, that's okay, but I'm gonna just step out of it. That is your business. That is not a person that I connect with because of those reasons. It seems very weird because it almost makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't like so-and-so and this is why. I don't want to put that expectation on people. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, if that person starts, you know, snooping around, this is what I've experienced. It's fair warning. I don't trust them because of this. So if you got to go down that road and you want to befriend them, that's cool. We're still cool. I'm just not going to I'm not going to hang around that energy. So you can do that, be cool with that. We're still cool. I'm just like, if they're hanging out, I'm not hanging out. We're still cool though. I feel like that's what you're telling this person. It will like, I feel like it gets people to like pay attention a little closer and kind of like, what's this person really like? You know, and they appreciate the heads up. Sometimes it's good to have a heads up. You know what I mean? And that's where that's ending. All right. So hopefully the message got there that needed to get there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.